You're listening to Pop This, the podcast where two women talk about everything pop culture. Here are your hosts, Lisa Christiansen and Andrea Warner.
So last time I told you about my broken foot.
Yes, you did.
I did, and it's not actually that interesting, really. It is a broken foot.
I know, but there was like enough drama around it, like the passing out and the ambulance.
The passing
and
out.
stuff.
Oh, I didn't. I passed out. Yeah. I didn't. Sorry, we have a guest here who I didn't mention that part too. I fainted. And now she's holding. No. Oh no. Yes. So things have regulated. However, it's gone. It's bruised very, very badly. Like really badly. Like I've never seen anything like this before. And I am, in case anyone wants, I've been documenting it through photographs every day. Happy to send you them.
I was gonna say, wait, they're not on your Insta.
No, no. Nobody needs to really see that, do they?
I mean, some people love it, but I'm not one of those people. Like I have to say, as soon as anyone actually puts pictures of their feet on Insta, I'm like, well, I gotta just scroll past that so fast. It doesn't matter. I'm not a foot person.
Fair. No, it's that it is I think if it was my hand, it would be a lot more interesting or something. People don't like to look at feet anyway. You know,
some
like what's a good looking
though.
Well, they do. That's a whole other thing. But foot fetish people aside,
yeah,
which is fine. Also,
sure, of course, we're not shaming anyone.
No, we're not. I don't actually know what a good looking foot is like. Like, what is that?
I hear it's Uma Thurman because that's like Tarantino's thing, right? And so like he had like in Kill Bill and like a few like doesn't he like do really grossly intimate shots of her feet in Kill Bill?
How can there be a grossly intimate shot of a foot?
Well, think of the male gaze and how it ruins so many things for us, and then imagine that on a foot. Like.
Well, okay, all right. So keep that picture in your head, and then imagine the opposite with my foot. So over the space of the 2 weeks since I've done it, the bruise has gone like into other parts of my foot, like I didn't expect. So it's gone up my toes. Like it started just where they bent, and then it went all the way up to the end, and I wasn't expecting that. Surprise! And then it also went on the side of my foot, so like there's a line, so you can see where the impact, I guess, I don't know. And then and then the whole bottom of it's just purple. The whole bottom of my foot.
Dude,
nice.
Oh my God, I've never broken a bone.
Yeah, I don't. Now, I'm gonna get ahead of ourselves here because we do have some guests with us today who may have broken some bones.
I feel like there's some bone breaks amongst Julia and Jamie.
Yes.
You'll be surprised to find that I actually have never broken a bone.
Really?
I know. I'm
Jamie, you must have broken. You've broken a bone?
Yeah. Yep. I was 4. So irrelevant, you know?
Oh, so nothing to do with cheer.
No. I was rollerblading.
Yeah, we've only gotten like sprains and stuff from cheer. But we've been lucky enough, knock on wood, to not break any bones yet.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any rituals? I know that I could save this for the episode, but like, do you have any rituals to try and like cast off breaks before you guys go out?
Oh, absolutely.
We have so many rituals. Our team is ridiculous. We have like a cheer. We have another little chant at the end. We have to like do the same handshake with every person. You have to stand next to the same person while you circle up before you compete. Like we gotta breathe. Yeah, we have to do our deep breaths and then we have to yell and yeah, it's a lot. It's a whole routine itself.
Oh my God, I love rituals are just so fascinating to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we're not actually a lot of breaks. Like Lisa, you have the most sophisticated break of all of us.
You know what? And this is my first break too. So
congratulations.
Thank you. I had like a fractured wrist once when I was like around 12 or something. I had to wear a cast for that, but it wasn't broken. This is officially 3 broken bones in my feet after x-rays.
Wow.
Yikes.
So
yikes.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, so I thought you were going to tell us about your itching cast and how it smells weird, but like you're just in the boot.
Yeah, and I'm actually the boots just in case I go out, but I haven't been out because the instructions were 2 weeks of not standing on it at all, like nothing. So if I thought that the pandemic lockdown was hard,
No,
I
sis can't move.
I can't go anywhere. I can't go out. I haven't. Like I've stood on I've breathed air from windows, but
Oh, that's
there's nowhere to
horrible.
go, and I can't take the dogs for a walk. I can't.
And like your daily walks were pretty important to you.
Hugely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them, and you listen to music or you do something like it's so. Yeah, I mean, if I feel a bit like that's probably how I feel.
Yeah, totally.
You do have like a little extra intensity in your eyes that like if Carlos was looking at you, he'd be like, I can see the squirrels in your eyeballs, like there's like little mischief makers hanging out there.
Well, at a certain, then I haven't really done anything at all, like nothing.
Yeah.
Like this is my whole world. And if I moved the camera here, you'd be able to see my whole world. It's
And you
small.
can't get downstairs either.
I cannot get downstairs.
Oh, that's right.
No, I can't do. And you have all seen my home, and there's a lot of stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stairs. So
Oh my God.
so yeah.
Like, was watching the movie that we're going to talk about actually kind of like traumatizing to you? Because there's so much movement.
There was the scene where the girl gets hurt. That was traumatizing for me. Although
Flashbacks.
But there's just so much freedom. Like people are jumping and running and they don't even care. Like,
well, no, you know how people have said now that we've had the pandemic, you're watching a movie and you see a crowd scene and you're like, oh, what the heck's going on there? Well, now I'm seeing people walking and I'm, look at them. Just walking. Like as if nothing matters. Just go about your day. Just up some stairs and down some stairs. Don't mind me. I'm here. I'll be fine.
I'll just watch.
Anytime someone phones, they're like, I could come by for a visit. I'm like, anytime. Like, don't even phone ahead. Yeah. Just come.
I'm free all day.
I am here.
Just show. So I should have showed up on the lawn at least twice and just yelled at you from the front lawn, and like we could have done a whole say anything.
You could have thrown some things at me, a bun or something. Yeah.
I really screwed up. Sorry, friend.
This thing is not healed. What are you talking about? It's still purple.
I can come now. I can I've got time. I just feel bad that I neglected you in your time of need.
So initially. I have my first doctor's appointment tomorrow morning for them to see it. And perhaps it's like lofty thinking on my part, but I'm really hopeful that they're going to say, my God, you're like a superhero. You've healed.
Congratulations.
You'll be walking in no time. But part of me is a little bit afraid where they'll go, yeah, oh boy, you're going to have to stay off that for another 2 weeks or something. So I don't know.
The vivid color worries me a tiny bit, but I am not a doctor.
Well, that's good then.
It happens. You know what? It happens.
No, I looked it up. Bruising, it's just you want to get your stomach turning? It's just blood pooling inside my skin.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No, I know, but I hate blood. Bruising is healing. Like, bruising is, like, good, like, ultimately. Yeah. But, like...
What do you mean? But are you talking about the colors of it?
Just, like, the intensity of it that has, like, that it's only deepened in intensity and sprawl, as it sounds like. That's interesting to me.
My foot as a suburban mall or something?
Yes.
It just sprawls out, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well... I guess all will be answered tomorrow. I mean, what you really just want to be is like boring. You just want them to go, good. This is all. Yeah, you're good. Move along. Yeah. That's.
I won't see you ever again.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I was also disappointed in the boot they gave me because I saw a picture of Victoria Beckham. She sprained her foot while skiing in Whistler, and she managed to pull it off, so it didn't look super bad, right?
Of course
she had exactly, a little black boot she walked around in, and I've got this thing up to my knee. What's up with that? And it's gray.
I've never seen one that big.
Right?
Weird.
So I might
halfway up my calf.
I mean, she might not have broken 3 foot bones. Maybe I think Victoria Beckham only has 1 foot bone. So, I mean, to be fair.
Okay, fair,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm Andrea Warner.
I'm Lisa Christiansen.
And you're listening to Pop This. And we're very excited today. We're going to be talking about Bring It On. We have two very special guests joining us.
We do. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, hello. My name is Jamie, and this is.
My name is Julia.
There you go. How
You guys are great.
I'll try.
And I guess we should be full disclosure here that Julia is my niece. And so since we are going to be talking about Bring It On, I happen to have followed my niece's cheer career since. When did you guys start?
I must have been around 9.
Yeah.
Probably 8 or 9. I've been doing it for 13 years now, so.
Yeah, so I've been
Long
to a few cheer competitions. Mostly just sit in the back and talk to my brother, Julia's dad.
Yeah.
But then when it's their time to compete, which is it a minute and a half or is it 2 minutes?
2 minutes, 2.5
2
minutes.
minutes. Then you run to the front, watch, and then you go sit in the back again and eat and chat.
Yeah,
So
it's quick.
it's
Surprisingly,
very,
it
very
takes your
quick.
whole day.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. It's amazing.
Your whole day.
Jamie, when did you start cheering?
I started a year after they started cheering, so yeah, 12 years. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, same gym and everything. Yeah,
So you
That's
guys started at
incredible.
the same one and then moved to the other. You both moved together to the new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, we've been always like cheering together our whole cheer career.
And like, do you have one team with like a real variety of ages on it? Or do you graduate into a higher team?
Yeah, kind of. So there's like a couple different age groups. So they've got like the tinies and minis, which are the younger, like 4 or 5 year olds. And then it kind of goes into youth. I know, they're so cute. And then the youth are around like 10. And then it goes into junior, which is like teens. And then senior you end at 18. But we're on a team. It's an open level team. So as long as you're over the age of 13, you can be on it till whenever you want to stop. So you could be 30, 40.
70.
Oh my God, do you cheer with any 70-year-olds?
Oh, I would love to see it.
You know what? I actually saw it at Cheerfest a couple of years ago. There was this one elderly lady, and she was in a uniform, and I was like, "Whoa, what is
Honestly,
going on?"
good for you.
Honestly, yeah. Round
Right?
of applause.
Wow. Okay, that is a whole new Netflix pitch for sure.
That's amazing.
There you go.
Well, I feel like Ruth Bader Ginsburg used to be a cheerleader, and I can completely see that being like her jam. Just like 85 and kicking it on the top of the pyramid because like she's so tiny.
Very, very
the
small.
dream.
Yeah, it'd be easy.
Great place for her, and I bet you could like basket toss her pretty well, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Basket tosses, I love to launch people. That'd be a good time.
It's the catch that's the problem.
Yeah, it's the catch that hurts a little. The
So we might
throwing.
break her, but that's fine, I guess.
Fair. Well, hopefully she's had her osteomedicine.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll just quickly like introduce a bit of the film that we're going to talk about, and then we'll launch into our discussion. Lisa, do you want to do the background?
Sure, yeah. So we are going to discuss Bring It On. So it is celebrating 20 years.
Wow.
That's right, yeah. It's an American cheerleading comedy film directed by Peyton Reed and written by Jessica Bendinger. The film stars Kirsten Dunst, Eliza Dushka, Jesse Bradford, and Gabrielle Union. It was the first of the Bring It On film series and was followed by 5 directed-video sequels, none of which contain any of the original cast members. Bring It On Again, 2004, which shared producers with the original. Bring It On, All or Nothing. Bring It On, It to Win. And Bring It On, Fight to the Finish. And Bring It On, Worldwide Cheer Smack. The plot of the film centers around a team's preparation for and participation in cheerleading competitions.
Bring It On, Cheer Smack sounds like such a good time.
Yeah.
So a quick synopsis of Bring It On, if you haven't seen it. The Toro cheerleading squad from Rancho Carne High School in San Diego has got spirit, spunk, sass, and a killer routine that's sure to land them the national championship trophy for the 6th year in a row. But for newly elected team captain Torrance, the Toro's road to total cheer glory takes a shady turn when she discovers that their perfectly choreographed routines were stolen from the Clovers, a squad from East Compton, by the Toro's former captain. Okay, this was, I saw this movie 20 years ago because that was possible for me. Probably wasn't for either Julia or Jamie.
I was 1 year old.
But I saw this 20 years ago, and I remember loving it. And I rewatched it again earlier this week, and I still enjoyed it quite a bit. It wasn't as funny and sharp as I remember. I remember it being much more subversive than it ended up being. But I think that's because our comedy styles have changed substantially in 20 years. A lot of things haven't aged that well, but I still think it's a really good movie. Lisa, had you seen it before?
I've seen it a ridiculous number of times, and I don't know why. I can't
it's a classic.
I can't think why I've seen it so many times, and still sometimes I'm at the gas station and I do that cheer,
Yeah. I would love to hear that. I think I know exactly which one.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. There was something, I think what I forgot over the years was there's something about teen comedies. We're so used to them in California. That's where so many of them are set, that you just kind of forget how wealthy everybody is. What is up with those houses? They are especially one with the swing set on a cliff. What? And their parents are hardly ever around because they're at benefits, and you just drive around in really amazing cars. And I guess our own sort of that there are others is that quick trip to Compton every once in a while, right? There's some there's some other things going on, but we don't actually see any of that. We just see the gym, right, and the people there. So I kind of forgot about how they kind of sneak in how affluent everyone is and make it seem normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also wasn't prepared for what an incisive comedy it is about inequity and inequality.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is a much smarter movie than I remember as well.
Oh, also I think Andrea put in the script too that the part that was really fun too is that the football team, they're always losing and the cheerleading team is always winning.
Like to see it.
Yeah.
Love to see it, sweetie.
Yeah. So Julia, Jamie, can you guys tell us a little bit about when you first saw this movie, or just has it always been in your life?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I feel since the moment you join cheer, your first cheer sleepover, you're watching Bring It On. You're watching it every cheer sleepover until you are done.
Multiple times.
Yeah. Every movie.
Yeah.
So it's a huge
So you've seen World Smackdown?
You know what?
I
take it back.
I think that's the one that's the newer one.
Yeah, it is the newer one. I haven't seen it yet.
I saw it. Don't remember. So I don't know.
It's fine. We don't have to talk about that one.
Yeah, it's fine.
But you've seen how many times have you seen the original Bring It On, do you think?
I don't even
So
know.
many times I could quote the whole movie.
Go on, go.
So many times. It's a classic though. I could watch it every day. I love it.
And so you said that was part of the sleepovers and stuff, but so which came first, you loving cheer or having Bring It On?
I think I joined cheer before I ever saw Bring It On. So I saw it for the first time actually at a cheer sleepover, which made me love it even more.
Which also sounds like a real rite of passage, the cheer sleepover.
Yeah, the cheer sleepover, you watch Bring It On and now you're a real
Another
cheerleader.
ritual, everyone. So yeah.
That sounds amazing. What do you sort of, when you watch it over and over again, are there certain things that you find new to love about it each time, or are you still sort of deep into it on every level?
I don't really know. I haven't seen it in a while. I've watched it so many times, when I was probably 11 or 12, kind of, going into middle school and stuff and being like, oh my gosh, I hope I get to go on the cheer team and whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like watching it now too, especially as we go to these bigger competitions, when we do watch Bring It On, we see them prepping for nationals and their big rally at the end of the movie. It feels way more intense for us, I feel like. because
Okay.
we're like mimicking it in our own day to day at cheer.
So is it accurate insofar as it presents cheer and how it look? I mean, it's still I know it's a movie, but
Of
you know,
course.
is it kind of accurate?
Yes and no. I feel like the aspect of it just being like a high school kind of just like a whatever sport might not be quite as accurate as it is. But we take it like very seriously in as a sport, and it's sometimes the movie's portrayed in a way that we don't always want it to. But I'd say the competition aspect of it, of them wanting to like make cheer a bigger thing in the movie, I feel like that's quite accurate.
Yeah. And do you guys ever get like lied to by a choreographer?
Choreographers are very scary people.
Yeah, you know, huge fear.
Yeah, honestly, the choreographer in that movie is quite accurate. Like in a maybe a lower loosely. Okay, so they come in and they're like, this is how it's gonna be. They don't remember your name sometimes. It's like, you over there, you do this, you do that. It does feel quite like them.
They put you on the spot a lot of the time too. Like,
they're very great at their jobs.
Yeah.
I will give them, they're very talented at what they do, but they are intense people.
Do they like, I mean, one of the things that sort of struck me, obviously that particular choreographer was a bit of a
Yeah, he was up there.
a scam artist and
Yeah, a little bit.
a horrifyingly abusive personality. But I mean, there's also, you know, some of the people on that cheer squad are truly heinous individuals. Do you run into a lot of interesting personalities? Maybe not on your own squad, but in cheer in general.
Yeah, they're definitely up there.
I'm like, how do I say this nicely?
I'm like, our team is great. Love everyone on there, but you do run into them.
Yeah, in the cheer world, as one, like, everywhere, it's like you'll see a bunch of different types of people, and it's just kind of weird to, like, I don't know, go to competitions and be, like, kind of
Observing.
yeah, observing everyone, but yeah, for the most part, like, our team, like, we get along with everyone.
Yeah. Everyone
and,
on our team is great, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely those personalities are in the cheerleading world.
yes, in the world.
But that must make it hard for them. I mean, one of the things that, because I know we wanted to also talk about the Netflix show Cheer, is that as much as you work hard individually, you always are part of a team.
Yeah.
And that seems like a big part of it. So those personalities, it seems to me, would have a harder time fitting in.
Yeah, they definitely don't, I don't want to say they don't last, but it is harder for them to make it on the team. It is such a tight-knit sport that if one person doesn't show up, it affects the whole team. And when someone's not putting their all forward, then it affects the whole team. So having someone on the team like that, it doesn't always end well. We've seen it multiple times.
Yeah, one of the things that I thought was so interesting about the movie is that, like, we have this we have Big Red, who is sort of the captain who can't quite let go, and who's kind of this, like, sort of, you know, that person that, like, graduates but then always returns, and you're kind of like,
All right.
yeah. There, and we saw that in Cheer as well. There was that guy that kept coming back to, like, hang out, even though he was like 40.
Yeah.
Like, do you have some lingerers who really can't let go of their glory days?
Yeah, they're definitely out there.
Yeah, but in a good way, though. Like, they come back
Yeah.
because it's like a family sort of
Yeah, like, I'm gonna have
idea.
such a hard time letting go of it. Like, I'm saying
Yeah.
this is my last year, but
Is it?
Is
You
it?
know,
I
yeah.
don't think so. So I want to be. I don't want to say I'm a lingerer, but I might end up being one.
Yeah, totally. Or, like, even just coming back to say hi, just because, like, you've been cheering with them for so long, and, like, just going back to, like, catch up is always nice, too.
That is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So what is that? So what is it that makes you, like, making that face? Like, you look so sad saying maybe this is my last year. Like, what is it that is so great to you?
It's like how do I explain it? Everyone on my team is like my best friend. So I get to go to practice and I have so much fun. We get to, like, push each other to, like, our, like, highest and our hardest, and everyone's pushing each other. If someone else gets a new skill, you want to get a new skill too, because you just want to see everybody do their best. And I'm going to miss that aspect of Cheer, of everyone just being like, we're all best friends. We talk every day.
Yeah, super positive environment to be around as well. So, like, letting go of that, too. Like, out of your daily routine, you're like, I'm kind of lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been such a big part of our lives too, like half our life. So.
Of course. I mean, do you feel that way already, like being in pandemic times?
Yeah. We stopped, how long were we off for? Like 5 months?
Yeah, 5 months.
And I was like, oh man, I don't think I can quit. This has been a long 5 months.
Yeah.
Are you back at it now?
We are, yeah, with limitations, but we are back at practices.
Oh, wow. So what does that look like in a pandemic?
Social distancing.
Social distance. We just were given the go-ahead to start stunting again. But we do have to wear masks while we do it, and we're only allowed to be with one group per practice, so there's no moving people in and out. So you're kind of in that bubble for your practice. And so you're wearing masks if you stunt, and if not, you're 6 feet apart from everybody.
Wow.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Can you, like, how do you physically distance in cheerleading? It seems like y'all have to stand pretty close.
Yeah, we do a lot of tumbling. So on our own, we will work on our flips and our jumps, so that it's kind of like our own thing we have to work on. That's like the only thing we can do though during this time, because most of it is stunting, and that's hard to do without, like, you can't social distance and stunt.
Yeah. So no pyramids at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and you probably can't wear, like, gloves to try and catch people because you need, like, skin-on-skin contact.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really difficult. We have to take, like, every 5 minutes, we have a big mask break, too. And everyone stands apart and breathes again.
Yeah.
So, it's a little weird, but I'm just happy to be back at it.
And, like, covering yourselves in sanitizer, like, head to toe while you touch each other. Like, that's a lot.
Get home, you shower right away.
Yeah, you go in and we have to spray our shoes with sanitizer. We have to put hand sanitizer on. We can only come in with one water bottle, and that's it. Like, we're limiting the amount of things that come in and out of the gym. We have an indoor, we have an outdoor.
We have sanitizer that sprays the mats down and all that stuff. So
it's a well-oiled machine now.
Wow.
They found a system.
That's wild to me. I can't really imagine, like, a lot of, like, films, like, future films of Bring It On are probably not going to just be like Bring It On Pandemic.
Oh my gosh.
After SmackDown or whatever it's called.
After Worldwide SmackDown or
You get
Cheer
Worldwide
McDown. I can't remember what it was, but I find it very funny. One of the things that I think that the film does so well, which again I really wasn't prepared to remember, that a film made in the year 2000 handles race and inequality so well. Like, I thought that was a really like, it actually is fairly nuanced, and this is from the outline that Andrea Gin provided us. This is a quote. Bring It On puts its depth on full display in scenes like the one between Isis and Torrance. Quote, "The film is about truth and accountability," Gabrielle Union says of the film, which spawned several sequels. So much Black and brown intellectual, physical, and emotional labor was used to build this country and used to create every major effing art form. And we've never been given the credit. We've never been given the ability to use our own intellectual property for our own benefit. And that's from an article on ESPN. And I thought that this movie actually does, like, a fairly nuanced, in as much as, like, a teen comedy is going to handle race in America. I thought that they did a really great job. One of the things I was surprised, though, to find out is that people thought of Gabrielle Union's character Isis as the villain. And I was like, how do you watch this movie and see Isis as the villain?
Yeah.
Like, I just,
yeah, I did not see that.
You have to be so racist to see Isis as the villain.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Like, my God. But so, I mean, we do see a lot of sort of, like, I think one of the main things that I see whenever I watch, like, a cheerleading competition, it does seem, like, very white in a lot of ways. Like, so what does it feel like for you guys when you're cheering, and what are you seeing in terms of sort of, like, more integration of, cheering squads as they get older and more mature?
I honestly, I'd say I've never thought a whole lot about it, just because it's always felt so just not, it's always been quite normal. Our teams have always been so diverse, and everyone's always been super open of talking about these conversations. in our experience, so I've never noticed it. I know that might be coming from my standpoint, where it's probably a lot different for so many other people.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, for sure. So your squad is quite diverse?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's great.
And what about when you travel? Because you've like at the end of this, it's always the big part of this is going to Florida to the big. You've been how many times?
Well, we are supposed to be our third time this year, but so 2 times.
Yeah.
Oh, like you guys go to the big Daytona thing?
Sorry?
You guys go to the big Daytona thing?
We go to Worlds, which is just before Daytona.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
what's that?
Lisa.
What
Didn't mean to catch you.
No. I was just gonna say, what's that like when you meet people like the cheerleading, the cheer people from like all over the world?
Oh, it's insane. They're all people that we see all over social media and stuff, because we do follow the cheer industry quite a bit. We want to see what's going on with our competitors and everyone that we are going to see at Worlds. It's crazy. You see everybody. It feels like your whole community's just come to life in front of you.
Especially in Florida, like everyone's there.
Mm-hmm.
So you see lots
How
of
many?
cheerleaders.
Because I know when occasionally when you have the cheer competition at the Sea to Sky, so at the Trade and Convention Center in Vancouver. And if anyone's downtown, all you'd see is these girls walking around in their cheer outfits with the giant hair, walking around the city. So what does it look like in Daytona, or like when you're there in Florida?
Everyone either
flooded.
It's insane. Like, I feel so bad for anyone who goes to Disney World that weekend and doesn't know, because they're gonna know.
I feel like hotels have to let people know,
because it gets insane.
Yeah, they have to shut down the park for us, basically.
Yeah, so the last night of Worlds, they shut down all of Disney World for the cheerleaders on the last night, for it's a big celebration party. So there's a lot of us, and everywhere you go, there's like bows on backpacks and matching t-shirts and medals and crazy hairstyles. It's everywhere.
Yeah,
you can't
totally.
turn a corner.
Are there rivalries? Like, do you guys have rivals?
Yeah, I would say that there's some. I feel like they're not so much talked about. More so, it's just kind of like a little unspoken thing that happens.
Sure. So
Everyone's quite respectful.
Without naming your rivals, tell us just a little bit about what their routines are like, and how much better you are.
No, it's actually so good. That's like why we were like, oh, they're really good though.
Yeah.
So it's more so you just want to like be better because you know they're good. It's like, okay, well, I want to be better than you because you're really good.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what makes it? Because what makes somebody really, really good? Like, how many are you out there? There looks like there's 40 people whenever I see them.
Our team has 24 on it. There's large teams, so they're like in different size categories too. So ours is just a regular size, but there's also large teams that have 38 people on a mat. It's incredible to watch. They all look like robots.
How do they fit?
I don't know how they all fit on the mat, but yeah. So ours is 25, but it can get up to almost 40.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That's so wild. Going back to Bring It On for just a second. Could you please, each of you, all of you, everyone, tell me who your favorite character is?
Is it bad if I say Big Red?
I know. I was really gonna say the same thing.
I think it's really fun.
I mean, you know, she's
a character.
She is a character.
She's thriving.
I mean, I love loving a villain. Like, I think we just have to acknowledge she is the villain of the piece.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
She makes she's definitely the villain. I just find her she's a very bright, big character in the show, so I just enjoy watching her.
And I think the performance is great too.
She does such a good job.
Yeah. Jamie, what about you?
Same thing, honestly. I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, I just can't get that scene out of my head when they're all doing like the roll call.
Yeah.
And it's just like her coming back like, I'm still Big Red.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's me. That's me. I like to channel her energy.
Yeah.
But like not in a negative way.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Lisa, what about you? Who's your favorite character?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go punk rock boy. You know, like her brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I just, I feel for him in this weird world, making his little mixtapes.
Yeah.
And I'm just not very fit, so I'm probably not going to pick someone who is very athletic and
I like him.
Has aspirations for flying through the air. That's the first time when I always went to competitions, I always would say my nieces can fly because they would do that backflip, back, and I would just be so impressed. And I knew I would never do anything like that. So the best I can do is hope to be some idiot who makes mixtapes. So
You know what? That's a great goal. Mixtapes, man.
Totally
We
great.
need
Goal.
him.
My favorite character is Janelle. And I just love her. She's so scrappy and she just wants to fight. And it's not really my personality, but I really appreciate about particularly this young girl who's like so mad at this like rich white school for stealing their like the Clovers like, you know, championships all the time and stealing all their opportunities. And she's so damn scrappy. And also like I just when we found out after because we were watching it, I was like, who is that? Like she's someone. And the actor's name is Natina Reed, and she died in 2012. But she was a songwriter, singer, rapper, and actress, and she was discovered by Lisa Lopez of TLC.
oh,
And then she was a member of the girl group Black. Do you remember BLAQUE? They released 2 albums, and then she was acting as well. And I just Janelle P makes me laugh so hard every time, and I think Natina Reed did such a great job. It's not like a big part. It's not as showy as everyone else's, but like you never forget the name Janelle P. Like she really owns the name so well. I also am a big fan of Gabrielle Union's. I think she's just amazing and continues to be like amazing to this day. And it's weird to me that Kirsten Dunst's character is named Torrance when the team is called the Toros.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
I always think of that. Like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ran out of names? I don't...
Yeah.
Come on,
Not enough
Stacy.
names.
Yeah.
yeah, you could easily just name her Stacy. I don't understand it at all. Are you guys fans of Kirsten Dunst?
You know what? She's a great lady.
Outside of your personal relationships, are you fans of her acting?
Oh yeah. She's classic. She's like, I feel like she's in a lot of those like early 2000s type of movies that are like more popular with her. And I don't know. I haven't. Yeah, Bring It On is the only one that I think like she's, up there.
I'm a big fan of her in Interview with a Vampire, but that's like one of her very first roles.
Oh, wow.
And it's a very dark role, but I think she's so good in it.
Yes, we love a girl that's, what's the word?
A little vampire?
Oh no,
A little vampire-y.
Love a little.
Oh
love a little
guys, I
vampire.
lost the word.
I really
I'm so
like her in
sorry.
Marie Antoinette, the Sofia
yeah.
Coppola.
Yeah, that one was good too.
And also she was very good on the TV show Fargo.
Yeah, she was great in Fargo.
She was really, really good. I think she has, and I haven't seen The Virgin Suicides.
I haven't either, and that's a real. I know that's a
I'm like,
real
I don't even know what
shocking
that
thing
is.
for me. That's it doesn't even make sense. I am utterly sort of bereft with myself.
Yes.
I also like Little Women, whatever. I don't remember her in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I thought she was great in Drop Dead Gorgeous. I know it's not your favorite film, Lisa, but
I've never.
I thought she was great in it though.
It's like a mockumentary about a beauty pageant.
Oh, okay.
So it's like Bring It On, but like even darker and way
love
like,
it.
higher body count.
You might
too.
like it. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's really high body count. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
if you like-
Heathers.
Yeah, yes, if you like villains, like Drop Dead Gorgeous is a real. That's
Maybe that's my show for tonight.
Wow. Okay. Enjoy that.
She's like, no, don't.
But yeah, we were going to ask about the Netflix show Cheer, because like one of the things that like you talked about how the show didn't make cheer, like Bring It On, cheer wasn't a big part of the school, and to you it's a really big sport. And when that Netflix show came out, it really seemed that people went, hey, this is a really hard sport. So do you remember watching that show and how you felt when you saw that?
Yeah, it felt like everything that we work hard to show everybody that this is like a real sport and that's a hard work what we do, that show came and just like brought it to life for us. So instead of us like tirelessly trying to like explain it to people, no, it's like really hard, we have to do this, that brought it to life. It's like, here, watch this is what we go
behind
through,
the scenes,
this is how many hours we put into it, we like, people are flying above you and you have to risk your life to catch them.
It's quite emotional too.
Yeah.
Like, I remember getting quite emotional with like Jerry and stuff, like when he was talking about like his cheer life and his mom. I was just like, oh, Jerry.
I love Jerry so much. I have to say, like, and I mean his like just seeing like his body as a cheerleader and seeing like you can do tons of physical stuff at any size was a very thoroughly like engaged message that I don't see very often, and particularly as a fat woman. Like, I'm so often shown that I have to be excluded from all these things because like my body couldn't possibly be something that's strong or useful. And like Jerry is, I mean, his story also is obviously incredible. But I just love to see how integral he is to the team on so many levels.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, he would do anything for the team. And even when he wasn't on mat yet, he was still right there next to them, supporting them. And he was no ounce of bitterness towards anyone. He was just there because he loved it. And he
loved everyone too. Like, all his friends, cheering them on all the time.
Did you know of many of... like, there was a famous girl, cheer, the dark-haired one. Did you know of her before that? Say her name again, sorry?
Yeah. Gabby Butler.
Yeah, Gabby Butler. Oh, you knew her.
Yeah, I've been watching her forever. She used to make stretching tutorials on YouTube, and when I was a flyer, I would watch them every day. Like, I want stretches like Gabby Butler. Like, I was shocked to see her on the show. I didn't actually realize she was on that team, so it was like a surprise to me to see her on the show. I was excited, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the people on the show, though, that we've been following kind of through all of our cheer journey, so it was kind of cool to watch all their stories unfold on a TV show.
Is it coming back for a second season?
I heard they were. I don't know if that's still going on due to everything. Just gotta know what their cheer season's gonna look like, because I know a lot of college teams aren't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I was positive that they did get.
I think they got renewed for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, it was a huge show, and I think like also one of the other really interesting things to me about that show is just seeing the different backgrounds that all the kids come from, and like even just watching like Gabby's parents, like, you know, this is a documentary where like they have to watch themselves on screen after and see like the intensity that they have towards their daughter. Like, I mean, I guess she's like the main breadwinner for the family, but that's a lot of pressure on like an 18 or 19-year-old girl. Like, that's, or anybody. Like, it's just...
It's a lot like Julia's parents, though.
Yeah, they do that all the time. It's the worst. Just keep trying to get me to do my bathing suit line. What a joke.
Always having, like, won't you pose in the bikini again, Julia? My God.
Can you please get your brand out there and do it? Get on Instagram. What are you waiting for?
You're not getting any younger. Come on. But I think the other thing that from you know, watching the show and even from watching Bring It On and what you were saying is that team aspect, that friendship aspect, and I think that Netflix special really got that. Like, this is a real way of life, right? I mean, these people are really big in your world.
Oh yeah, like these people are, I spend more time with them than probably anyone. Like,
it's our social life, let's put it at that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm like, someone asked like, who are your friends? I'm like, oh, my best friends are my 25 teammates. They're my best friends. I go to cheer and I love spending my time with them. We drive an hour to cheer together, we drive an hour home together, we have sleepovers before competitions, before big choreo camps. Like, we're always together.
We get ready together.
We do each other's hair.
Yeah.
Is now the appropriate place to ask you to rank all 25 of those people?
Oh, absolutely. Ready?
Okay, right. Jamie,
on the
you're
bottom.
last.
I don't mean to say it, but
Jamie, you're the worst.
I just apparently am an agent of chaos tonight. I'm so sorry.
I like it.
Thanks. The movie in and of itself, like some of the audiences apparently were like dissatisfied that the carne, like the white cheerleaders didn't win at the end, and they were dissatisfied that the Clovers won, even though they were clearly the better team. Mm-hmm. How did you guys feel about the end? Like, what do you love about the end of Bring It On?
I feel like the end was good. I don't remember having any complaints about it. I feel like it ended the way it should have. Everyone kind of just came together at the end.
Yeah, and like Torrance acknowledging that like her team is not the best team and they need to work harder. Like,
plus they had 3 weeks to work on a new routine. I sound like I'm a cheer person, but
but the competition aspect that you guys were talking about before of like your rivals being people that you want to best. Because like they're being good at something makes you want to be better at it, and that just makes everyone better.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like we're all very competitive in a not mean way, in like a positive kind of healthy competition way, where you see your competition doing a really good job and they beat you. You're just kind of like, well, they deserve it. They did a really good job, and we want to beat them next time, so we gotta up them by one. So,
but do you get those ugly, like people assuming that, oh, it's girls together and girls fight all the time, or girls are ultra competitive, and or why are you wearing so much makeup and hair? Do people say things to you like that?
Oh, always. Yeah, I've heard every comment under the sun about like, you wear a skirt and you wear your makeup is not real sport because you're dressed like that, and it's all catty girl stuff. But we can do really hard things, and we're just look really good while we do it. Yeah, there you go. Why should I apologize for that?
You should not.
Yeah,
you should not. Yeah. Yeah, but I was just thinking. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, but can you catch people with your fingernails? Because like it looks like that. Like you've got some pretty great fingernails right now, and I can't imagine one of them just really just taking a slice out of someone's carotid artery or something.
I am terrified. I normally don't ever have nails, but right at the end of everything, I went and got my nails done, and I thought, well, we're not going to be stunting for a while, like we're in a pandemic and all. And then they cleared us to stunt, and I got the longest nails I've ever had. And now I'm like, get me to the nail salon now. Because
file these down.
So scary. I'm scared for myself having them rip off. I'm scared of poking one of my teammates in the eyes with them. Would not recommend. It's very difficult because most of the time I'll just shove my whole hand in there and try and catch anything that's falling, but it's really hard with these things on.
Anything? You're not anyone?
Oh, sometimes there's like 5 people and you're just like, who do I help?
Who needs it?
I also feel like we have presumed the whole time that anybody listening understands what stunting is.
I hope so.
Could you clarify, please? Because, just in a colloquial street language, stunting means something a little different.
Yeah, for sure. So stunting is just when you are in a group of 4 and you're lifting one person in the air. Whether that be throwing them or just lifting them above your heads, but that's what stunting is. And then we've got our pyramids where it's kind of 5 groups all together.
Oh my God, I never thought about how there's like, you each have your own team, and then, so are you allowed to pyramid stack in pandemic?
No, just because everyone gets so close and you're switching groups constantly. Sometimes you'll throw one person, you got to run and catch another person. You just split up completely. So as of right now, pyramids aren't cleared for another few weeks.
Do you think that it was I'm just thinking about it right now, but like who decided that a pyramid formation was the most visually appealing, strenuous test of your endurance and athleticism and like the aesthetics of it? Like, are all choreographers sadists?
Absolutely. I actually don't know where that all came from. It's just always like we have a template for how a routine goes, and we have to have a pyramid in it. So it's just
but
always,
like,
I've
why
never
the
thought
pyramid?
About it. Right? I no clue. I don't get it at all. It's weird because the typical pyramid has like the 5 groups, and they're all kind of just linked together. But as you get into these higher levels, it's more so like, how far can we throw this person across the pyramid?
How high can we get the pyramid?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, a stack of humans is not necessarily the safest way to think about just aligning people. Like
No, I would have to agree. I'm not sure where the logic behind
Someone
that
had a crazy idea and just made it happen.
yeah.
do you think that's what like ultimately cheerleading is? Was just a crazy idea, a super cool like let's dress up and do sports.
Yeah. I know when in the trailer for the cheer series on Netflix, Morgan, one of the girls in the team, says one day someone decided let's throw someone in the air and see how many flips they do, and I'm the crazy person who decided to do it. And I'm like, that's all of us. We're like, yeah, okay, well, sure.
You just gotta do it.
Yeah,
Do you get afraid to do it?
Yeah,
Every
when we're
day.
trying new skills, we are always very safe about it. We always have like a bunch of spotters around. We make sure that we've done everything leading up to it, but it is a little scary because you just have someone's life in your hands. So you do definitely have to be super focused, but it does scare me a lot.
Especially tumbling too.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and actually, like thinking about, my God, I'm just gonna call her Faith because that's who she was on Buffy. But like, when Faith comes in and she's like, "Yeah, I'm a gymnast. I guess I can be a cheerleader," and like then she does this like crazy tumbling routine,
Yeah.
and gymnast somehow sounds better to like sports people than cheerleader, even though it's. I mean,
Kind of
they
the
are
same
very
thing.
closely associated,
Yeah.
right? Like, you are gymnasts as well
Yeah.
as cheerleaders.
For sure. I would say so. Yeah, because she does the front walkover, round off back handspring, step out, front handspring, round off back handspring, full twisting layout. That's what they call it.
And there she goes. Round of
You said you could
applause.
recite it. Wow.
Here I am. That's a pass that I wanted to learn really bad, and I did.
You're getting there.
I will get there. Just need to add the step out.
I mean, I knew what it was called too, but I'm glad you. I'm glad you told us, Julia, because like you're the
Cornmeal right out of
guest,
my mouth.
and
I was like,
you
I
should
got you.
you should be able to stunt on me in this way.
I tried. That's my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, actually, what is your favorite part of the movie?
The tryout that she does when they all look at her and they're like, "Oh, who's this?" And she's like, "I'm
Watch
here.
me."
Watch me." I'd say honestly, that's probably my favorite part.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
pretty
it's
great.
kind of a small part, but I could
No,
watch
it's
it
great.
over and over again.
Yeah.
Jamie, what about you?
I like when they get the choreo to like that song. I can't remember what it is.
With the spirit fingers?
Yeah, spirit fingers.
Yeah.
Just because like it's so ridiculous, and you can just so tell like they're like, is he serious?
What is this?
What's going on? And like I don't know. I feel like I can relate on some level, being at cheer and being like, you really want me to do that? Oh, okay. Like this year, oh my gosh, okay, we had to like bend backwards and touch the floor, and then get back up at the end of the routine. So we're all like huffing and puffing, tired, can't get up. We're all like stacked on each other, going to hit the ground, and we're like, we're not coming back up. So the whole year we just like faked it. Nope, we're not gonna do it because we're all gonna fall over. But yeah, that was like one of those moments where I was like, really? Oh, okay. I guess we're doing this. Okay.
I'm getting tired just thinking about it.
Did you
I
nail
know.
it? Did you nail it?
No, not once.
I think they ended up taking it out of the routine.
They
'cause we
did. No, you know what? It took them too long.
Yeah, it took them too long to
Way
take
too
rid of
long.
it.
But yeah, we ended up changing it, which is great on my back. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. Like, I think I know what all our answers are gonna be, but we have to say it. Does Bring It On pop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's poppin'. Always will be.
And just a recommendation from a cheer team that if you want to watch it, perhaps you should invite your friends over for a sleepover
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
haven't seen
absolutely.
it in a while.
And do each other's hair and watch Bring It On.
Make sure there's snacks.
Yeah.
I honestly, I invited a friend over. We sat outside and painted our nails 6 feet apart from each other and just talked for a few hours. And I felt seriously 20 years younger. It was so good.
That's
And Bring It
fun.
On is a similar feeling. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, it pops very much. I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed it. I mean, I thought there are, like a few things that the name thing, the wealth thing, they could have probably expanded a few other characters a bit more.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comedy that's dated in terms of like just like ableist jokes, and they use a lot of homophobic slurs
jokes, yeah.
and like the R word gets thrown around and stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff that has not aged well at all.
Yeah, for sure.
That counted as subversive 20 years ago. And I think contextually we can make space for that. But I think it has a much better message than a lot of other films that try to tackle race and inequality and cheerleading.
Yeah, for sure.
How many of those are there? I don't know
Pretty
that
ambitious.
genre.
Oh, there's actually 17. They just all happen to be part of the Bring It On franchise. We didn't mention all the secret, like, just parody videos that exist online. Anyway, we love to... we should also acknowledge, just like as a Pop This housekeeping thing, we know we've talked about Bring It On before as part of like our Olympic sports films. That was a million years ago during the last Olympics, when I pretended to care a little bit more about sports for this series, for this like episode. But we only talked about it a tiny bit, so that's why like we felt really good about doing a full episode for the 20th anniversary, and also with our two special guests, Julia and Jamie, making it even better.
Yes. Now we understand it more. We feel like we've lived it rather than just watched it.
We'd love to also leave our episodes on something we recommend, and our guests of honor should get to go first if they like.
Oh my gosh.
Or you don't have to if you don't want. I can make Lisa go first.
I'll go first then. You guys can think. So
Yeah.
I have been watching, I don't think it's a new crime procedural. It's new to me. It's on Acorn, which is a British TV streaming service, and it's called No Offense. And it is set at a Manchester police station. And we have 3 really amazing female characters working at, stalking down terrible people. And if you like Scott and Bailey and all those kinds of shows, this is one for you. So I'm really enjoying it. I think there's 3 seasons up of it right now.
Nice.
And it's called No Offense.
No offense. Cool. Thank you so much. Julia, would you like to go next?
Yeah. I just am finishing off watching the 2nd season of Dead to Me, so that's been my recent obsession.
Yeah.
So I've gotten everyone else hooked on that one now, but I was so excited to hear the 2nd season come out. It's a really, really, really good show.
Yeah.
More importantly, how do you feel about James Marsden?
I don't know.
She doesn't know who that is.
He what?
I am so sorry. Who is that?
The
That's
guy
the-
in the well, I guess spoiler.
Yeah,
The
the twin brother.
the twin
Oh,
brother.
the brother.
Is that his name in the show?
No,
Yes.
but he.
Okay, that's why I'm like, oh my god, what's
No,
his
no,
name?
Oh no,
The
I'm sorry. No, the
actor.
actor.
Yeah.
He's just
He's
been
the
in so
actor.
many
Okay,
different
okay.
things,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
have a running
I'm
thing where
terrible at actor names.
I'm very big on James Marsden, and Andrea
Lisa
finds
loves
him
him.
very
Right.
basic
I
and
hate
boring.
him.
Yeah.
I find him so boring and vacant, but I do like
Yeah.
him on Dead to Me. Or
Yeah.
Dead. Yeah, I do like him on Dead to Me. I think he's good there.
Oh yeah, when he knocked on the door and they opened it and he was standing there, I was like, Steve? Hello? So, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
this is, I think, the best use of James Marsden I've ever seen.
Wow. Wow.
Love it.
Yeah.
Did you see him in Hairspray? Because he was very good.
Yeah, he's fine in Hairspray. He's a bit of a blah presence for me. Sorry.
All right. Sorry. Anyway,
I
cry about it later.
I don't like them that handsome. That's my problem. Jamie, how about you? What do you recommend?
Oh my gosh. I've been obsessed with like YouTube videos and like binging a bunch of YouTube. But I came across this one girl called Bailey Sarian, and she does murder makeup mystery get ready with me kind of thing. So she like does her makeup all like crazy, and then she talks about like a murder story, and it's kind of weird, but like I don't know, I'm satisfied. It's like 30 minutes and you're just kind of like, oh, that's interesting. It's kind of like a documentary, but she's like doing your makeup, so it's like my
I
two
love those.
Wow, true crime
Things.
and makeup at the same time?
exactly absolutely.
Whoa! I'm just mind blown here.
Does
I
it
didn't even
get
know that
any
was a
better?
thing.
I know, and like I don't know, I love makeup and I love murder mysteries, so like mix them together.
You're
Chef's
speaking
kiss.
Andrea's language right here. I mean,
There you
sure
go.
are.
Check
Yeah.
her
Sure
out,
are.
Bailey Sarian, the plug. Let's go.
Cool. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. I've been really I've spent a lot of time thinking about my relationship to true crime in parallel to my belief in defunding the police and trying to sort of reconcile those two streams of thought. And I think I'm never interested in the cops that are the true crime. I'm always interested in just like the person's story and sort of, but really thinking about how I can sort of like make space for both of those things. And so I'm still reconciling that a lot, but I still do have an obsession with true crime. And that's probably not going away anywhere. But I think I'm much more interested in it from like a restorative justice and victims stance than I am
for sure.
in upholding injustice on the criminal investigation side. So sort of like adjacent to that, but like not really. I decided that I was gonna rewatch True Blood. Which it's a super horny show, guys. Like it's like a lot of people having sex. So I'm gonna be upfront about that. Which is, you watch that with your own awareness that is very R-rated. And it's also sometimes not great. But also other times it's really entertaining and kind of incredible. So So thank you so much, Julia, Jamie. You guys have been delights.
Thank you so much. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you joining us.
Your expertise on this was invaluable, really.
We try our best.
And also, like, I'm really thrilled to try and live with just the little more, like, thrill-seeking spirit of a cheerleader. Because I don't have enough of that in my life. So you've inspired me to think about, like, just, I don't know, just, like, running while I cut my nails. Or, like, just doing something. Like,
we don't run.
Yeah, we don't run.
Okay.
But, can we do?
Yeah, we work out all the time, like 5 days a week.
Well, I'll try and do like more dances in my aerobics. That's what
There
I'll
you
try and do.
Yay.
Yeah,
Now we're
that sounds
talking.
good.
That's what we recommend. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. You can, everyone who's listening, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. You can hang out with us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. You could rate and review us 5 stars on iTunes. You can also play us on Spotify and Stitcher and anywhere else that you listen to podcasts.
And we are recording right now, not at the library anymore, which is, golly, what a memory. That was just months ago. But yeah, we are in our homes. Andrea Gin is our producer, and we really appreciate all of you listening and coming. And Jamie and Julia, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye.